So you've learned how to make a 10 plus fact. Now we're going to work with larger numbers in order to create the next 10 plus fact. So let's go ahead and start with 28 plus 6 equals. This is just like if you were to say 8 plus 6, because you need to figure out how many more to make the next 10. If you look at just the 8, you can quickly see that 2 more will make the next 10. However, you have to make sure that you're looking at the whole number, 28. So 2 more is not going to make 10. 2 more would make the next 10, which would be 30. So you're going to want to break apart the 6, take 2 from the 6. You need 4 more to complete it. But now you're going to join the 28 and the 2 to make the next 10, which would be 30. 30 plus, we have the 4 over here, equals 34. This is a quick way for you to be able to see 28 plus 6. Instead of using your fingers, a drawing, or manipulatives, you can create the next 10 plus fact. Let's try another one. 44 plus 8. Now, by looking at this problem, you're probably going to have to draw a quick 10, or you might need to use manipulatives. Another strategy would be to do a next 10 plus fact. So, look at 44. What would be the next 10? If you said 50, you're right. But now, how many more would we need to make 50? An easy way to figure this out is to look at just the 4 in the ones place. You need 6 more in order to make 10, because 4 plus 6 equals 10. So what you're going to do is take 6 from the 8, and that would leave 2 left over, and then you're going to combine the 44 and the 6 to make the next 10, which would be 50. 50 plus 2 equals 52. So 44 plus 8 equals 52. We're creating the next 10 in order to make a problem that is simpler for you to figure out, instead of using a drawing or manipulatives. This is just another strategy. Let's try another one. Let's see if you could do this one on your own. I'm going to write the problem, and then I want you to pause the video. Figure out the problem by making the next 10, and then play the video to check your answer. So let's go ahead and do 87 plus 5. Now that looks like a tough one. What I need you to do is figure out, what's the next 10? How many more would I need to make that next 10? Pause the video and see if you can figure this out for yourself. When you're done, press play again. Alright, so let's look at the 87. The next 10 would be 90. So I need 3 more in order to make 90. Then I need to complete that 5 by putting a 2. So we're going to bring that down. And it's going to be 90 plus 2, which would equal 92. So 87 plus 5 is going to equal 92. Your 10 plus fact, or the next 10 plus fact, makes it easier for you to add. Let's try one more on our own. Let's go ahead and do 65 plus 9. Now, pause the video, and I want you to figure this one out for yourself. After you figured it out, press play again. Okay, so how did you start? Did you figure out what your next 10 would be? Let's see, 65, so the next 10 would be 70. How many more would I need to get there? If you did 5, you're right. 65 and 5 is going to make 70, our next 10. Now we need to complete this 9 by breaking it apart all the way. You would have 5 and 4 to make 9. So we combine those two to make 70 plus 4, which is going to equal 74. Now, isn't this 10 fact, 10 plus fact, easier to add than the other fact we were working with, 65 plus 9? That's why we use this strategy. You now know that 65 plus 9 equals 74. Good job!